for calling the Choate Law Firm. How can I help you?
Yes, I've called your firm on numerous occasions in regards to my wife and my own personal injury and medical malpractice or medical neglect. We're still trying to find an attorney when we have found proof that there was medical negligence done to my wife, and I'm being attacked after the loss of my child and almost the loss of my wife still presently, ma'am. I would
Sorry.
wish
What's your last name?
Mapes.
I'm sorry?
Mapes. And I know that your firm attacked me while I was on a form of liver treatment, or chemo treatment for my liver, and used those moods to express bias and their denial of wanting to help me and my wife because of the aggravated moods and side effects from my chemo liver treatment I was on when I contacted your firm.
Sir, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm only getting about every other word. The connection's not very good.
Yes.
Could you just spell your last name for me so I can kind of figure out what's going on?
M-A-P-E-S.
And you said you're currently a client?
No, my wife and I have tried to be a client of your firm. Y'all have refused the service because of, like I was saying, because of side effects from my form of chemo I did for my liver treatment. And I don't understand how that your firm would deny or attack me using bias for medications that I was on, and deny a service because of that.
I mean, I am showing that we sent your decision not to take your case as far as representing you.
And I have calls recorded by secretaries from your firm showing bias in treating me, a disabled person, very horribly, which will violate federal law, while I was on a liver treatment form of chemo, ma'am.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Only medical malpractice.
I'm obviously brand new,
yes,
so I'm not familiar with your case.
Well,
I can only tell you what is in the file.
I'm asking if your
So
firm
let
would
me
like to
just
reconsider.
confirm some information from you. Let's see, if I could get a phone number.
419-6240.
It's 907 area code.
Yes. And you're the only firm that comes up for medical malpractice or personal injury in Juneau, ma'am. So that's why I'm going to keep calling, because you're the only firm. And how I was treated by employees of that firm in the past, they expressed bias and apathetic attitude and personal animus against me, the grieving father who just lost his child and almost lost his wife while I was on a form of chemo for my liver that I was being denied health care for. You know, I don't really understand how a firm could then aid and abet that, but that's what they did by denying us and attacking me, the grieving father, after I lost a child when I was trying to get help while on chemo treatment, ma'am.
I mean, Mr. Mepps, the only thing I can do is leave a message to have somebody call you back. I don't have any other information for you. I'm so sorry.
Well, I would hope they would reconsider, ma'am, because how I was treated was unaccommodating. And how they treated me in those calls that I've been reviewing, the recordings I have, they violated federal ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act laws against me and how they treated me and expressed bias. So I'm just hoping your firm may possibly reconsider. I do have paperwork here I do need to get filed for attorneys that I've been dealing with in the past that have treated me the same way to file with the state bar, because those are violations of the bar under ethics and certain other regulations. It violates the model code for a law firm. But I don't know.
I mean, again, Mr. Mepps, I can't tell you anything else because I just don't know.
What I have.
So I've got your information down. I can pass on your message to the other attorneys here, and that's all I can do for you.
Could you please express the other people I dealt with in the past did violate federal laws for the Americans with Disabilities Act and attacked a disabled man after losing his child, which are federal crimes. And I'm just saying that not in a threatening manner. I'm saying that because I'm trying to allow your firm to save face because we do need representation.
Well, if you would like to, it'd probably be best if you would send me an email with the information that you're trying to notify us with.
Well, my next notification would be a state bar investigation on how I was treated by unprofessional people that used to be employed there, ma'am. And that's what I'm working on. I'm just trying to do this as a courtesy and to allow your firm to possibly save face if they still think that's a threat. It's not. It's called common courtesy. So I would hope somebody can give me a call back, and I look forward to hearing from your call. Thank you, and have a good day. Hello.
Mr. Mapes, this is Mark Choate.
Yes. How are you doing, Mr. Choate?
I'm not doing very well. I'm getting tired of you calling my office and threatening my staff.
I didn't threaten your staff, sir. I have all my calls recorded. Guess what you're doing right now? You're being hostile.
Okay.
You're expressing apathetic attitude and personal animus, and you're attacking. Hello? Are you going to let me speak? You were attacking a disabled person with your hostility, and you're being recorded doing so. I don't know what the women told you, but I have all my calls recorded, and there was let me say hello. I have a speech disability, and you're not letting me speak. Therefore, you're violating my rights under federal statutes. I don't care if you're an attorney or not.
You have no right to communicate with me, Mr. Mapes.
Then why did you call me if that's the problem, sir? If that's the problem, you should be calling. You know what? You're calling, threatening me. I didn't do nothing to your staff. I haven't done nothing. I have the call recorded. And I have a witness.
Just don't call us.
Hey, sir, guess what?
Anymore.
He didn't call you. You called him.
You called me, and you're being hostile to her. Hey, you know what, sir?
The message I received was he expects a phone call back to rectify the situation.
Yes.
He's recorded.
Why don't you let me finish explaining why I want it rectified, sir?
Because I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you to call my office.
So you're expressing apathetic attitude and personal animus
anymore, or I'm going to call the police department.
And for what?
Okay?
I have a right to call attorneys in the phone book, sir. There's no crime for calling and asking.
You do not have a right to call my office and threaten my employees.
I didn't threaten your employees.
You don't have a right to report.
Hey, sir.
You don't have a right to report this phone call.
Sir, hello. I do have a right to record this phone call. You might want to look at the recording laws of Alaska.
You do not.
I am one party
I do know the law in Alaska. I am
one party in this call, which means I'm giving consent to the recording, so you can't say nothing. Therefore, I wish you would redact the statements you made about your employees alleging I'm threatening them when I didn't make no threats, because I have that call recorded. Is this how you like to attack a disabled man?